Kinoflex has told me about disturbing revelations that you've come to. What's going on?
Yeah, so I originally made Deus aware of Callisto's video, and that's why she struck it down.
Okay, but why did she come to that conclusion?
Okay. Because I thought it was racist.
And how did you? And
why
what
did you
else
think that it was racist?
Specifically, I thought it was racist because of a section in there about Sweet Baby Inc. and also a section in there about Django Unchained in Tarantino movies.
Was it about the N-word?
Yeah, no. I sent her that because her art was on there, and I assumed it was racist, and yeah. I sent her
it's not just that, Noah. You sent her how
Yes, I also sent her. I sent her specifically how copyright things work on YouTube, because I've had a similar a mod of mine has had a similar situation of this before. Their art was being used on a thumbnail with someone they didn't agree with, and they ended up having to strike that as well.
Am I right in understanding that you were the one who got Kinoflex and Callisto to post publicly that you had nothing to do with the copyright strike?
No.
Essentially what had happened was I originally received the claim. I didn't know what was going on. There was some talk that it was some artist. So I said, okay, let me resolve this. I don't have enough evidence yet that OtterlyNoah was the one who was behind this. Yeah,
Did Noah ask you guys to post that on Twitter, that statement?
Well, I think Kino was posting a statement, and then I believe, Noah, you said Kino's making a statement, and if you could possibly as well.
I'd have to look back at our DMs. I don't remember.
But essentially, I just didn't want to come out with the accusation that Noah was specifically the one behind it, because I didn't have the evidence for that.
So Noah, have you unretweeted those statements, or have the lads both deleted them? Okay.
I'll go ahead and delete it right now.
They both posted the exact same thing, okay? They both said verbatim.
I'm going to delete it too, because again, I was misled.
So they both said, for clarification, OtterlyNoah is not the one who made the copyright claim. And then Kinoflex said Callisto's viewing video, but a separate person who he's looking to resolve it with privately. But it turns out now, you sent her the video, told her it was racist, and then told her how to fill in the fucking form. What the fuck are you doing?
Before Noah answers, I just want to read off a comment from Deus. If there's any takeaway I want your audience to have, is that she knew absolutely nothing about this. She is innocent. She is innocent. She should not be getting harassed. She should not be getting sent messages calling her a bitch. No harassment at all, because she is as much of a victim in this as Callisto is. But this is what she said. Noah approached me telling me that a YouTube video he was using my art on was a racist video. He said I might want to make a copyright takedown against the video. He sent me the link on how to do it and said he would walk me through it. I have no presence, interest, or investment in any YouTube communities or anything of that nature. My desire in all of this is to have the record set straight and to be left alone.
So you wanted to copyright strike it, but you knew that your channel name would be on there, and so you got your artist to do it for you. Knowing that,
No.
Well, actually, did you think that Callisto was a small enough channel that you could fuck with him and nothing would happen, or what was the motivation there?
The motivation there was because I thought that video was racist, and I thought because her art was on there that she would not want to be associated with that.
You're pushing her into that, right? You're a content creator that she's a fan of, and then sending her a video saying, hey, your art here, and it's racist. I'll help you fill it in.
Yeah, because a similar situation like this has happened before, so I figured I should make her aware.
No, your concern wasn't out of her, right? You didn't give a fuck about her art. It's your PFP. Nobody knows that she's the one who's drawn it. It doesn't reflect on her at all. There was a video made about you that you didn't like, going over your plagiarism drama, and so you wanted it down. You didn't give a fuck about her. It's got nothing to do with her. It was a way to be able to get the video down.
That personally was not my motivation in it, but I can see why it would come off that way. My motivation was to not have her associated with a video that I personally deemed as racist.
But she's not associated with it. Nobody knows that she's drawn that profile picture. In fact, she doesn't even have a fucking Twitter account. The only place where you can find this person is in your fucking Discord. So she's not associated with it at all.
Yeah, her name isn't on your avatar at all. Well, maybe you have it linked, her name linked to your on your channel, but again, nobody associates
she is credited as the artist behind my video, or my PNGs anyway.
Okay, but is anybody gonna see your PNG there? Go to, where is she credited, sorry?
She's in the description of the videos there.
You earnestly believe that people want to go to his video, then see that there was something racist in it, see that it was a video attacking you and criticizing you, and then go to your video description to find out who drew your profile picture. How does it reflect on her at all, Noah?
Well, I was letting her know because it's her art. I figured she should know.
You weren't letting her know. You were giving her all the tools necessary to be able to follow that copyright strike.
Yes, because a similar situation has happened before with like the Camelot bard, one of my mods.
How would that be a valid copyright strike? Noah? It's a transformative thumbnail.
Well, I think she was like, I figured she would be more interested in seeing the art changed.
Okay,
You
well,
didn't know
like
that at all.
another follow-up question is: if you thought that the copyright claim was valid, why did you deny knowing anything about it at first? Because again, Callisto and we thought that you didn't know anything about it, and that this artist was acting on her own behalf. You didn't know anything about it. Like, why would you word it in the way that just throws her under the bus? I just don't get it.
Well, I don't know what to say there, honestly. I don't remember how I worded it specifically. So
I can tell you. So you were talking about Callisto. He was sent a copyright claim from somebody I know, but I was not responsible for it.
Because
I'm
I was
working
not
to get it
responsible
resolved
for making
to
that
show-
claim.
You were
Oh.
responsible. You
Oh
sent
my
it. You sent it to her. The video told her.
Well,
you
I
raised
wasn't-
it,
no, I
you
wasn't
showed her how to
responsible
fill in
for the
form.
claim
They showed
itself.
her how to fill out the copyright claims.
Yeah,
So you were responsible for it. You told us to do it.
I showed her how to do it.
Yeah, brought it to her attention, gave her a reason why she might want to do it. You're like the content creator she likes, right? You're a friend of hers. But you were responsible for it. You were one of the people responsible for it. You were telling
I
her
would
to
say
do it.
I was one. Yes, I was responsible for sending her the whole copyright thing that Camelot had sent me before, and also letting her know about the video to begin with. Yes.
So when you said I was not responsible for the copyright claim, he was sent a copyright claim from somebody I know, but I was not responsible for it. That was just a lie, wasn't it?
Well, that wasn't a lie because I showed her how to do it. I wasn't responsible for it.
I mean, that is being responsible, but when were you going to be upfront with the public about it? Because you've been copy posting Kino Flex's tweet, but it sounds like you maybe influenced him to say after he leaked certain details about the stuff to the public. So in my opinion, you emotionally manipulated the guy since he brought it to the public. He got it posted by Nicholas Durio to be able to make this clarification that you could post under Nicholas Durio's tweet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So it wasn't you saying it, and it's totally misrepresentative of what was actually going on. You were intimately involved with how this video got copyright claimed. You understand how that's extremely misleading, as though it's a third
Yes.
party
Now I
that's
see
copyright
that. Yes.
strikes it.
I
with
see how
nothing-
that is misleading.
No, you saw it at the time, right?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. So how are you going to resolve it now? Hold on. You blocked me. What did I say? So
I just blocked
told
you because
Kinoflex-
personally, I just don't like drama at all.
Okay, I'm sure that's why it was. So I told Kinoflex that he should delete that tweet. I said, I don't know who asked you to write this, but OtterlyNoah is retweeting and reposting it, rather than answering why his artist is filling out copyright strikes on his behalf, and what he's doing to resolve the situation. Kalestos viewing should not be working on a new thumbnail right now. OtterlyNoah should be fixing his mistake or reeling in his artist. I was right, wasn't I?
Can you repeat yourself?
When
Thank
I
you.
said that you were retweeting and reposting Kinoflex's tweet, rather than answering why your artist filled out copyright strikes on your behalf and what you're doing to resolve the situation, that was the exact intent behind retweeting and reposting Kinoflex's tweet, right?
Yes.
And so when I said Callisto should not be working on a new thumbnail right now, you should be fixing your mistake or reeling in your artist. Do you now agree with that, or are you still standing on business?
Specifically, wait, can you repeat that too?
Do you think that Callisto should have to make a new thumbnail, or do you think you should be fixing your mistake?
I think I should be fixing my mistake. In fact, Deus already told him he doesn't have to change the thumbnail at all.
So when did you come to the realization that you've made an awful fucking mistake?
When I talked to Deus, and I could tell she was incredibly stressed out about all this.
Wait, so you only care about it because Deus was stressed? You put her in the fucking firing line. Hold on.
Sorry,
You're
Dickers.
using her
No,
as a
when you were
proxy.
talking to me, sorry, no, Noah, when you were talking to me, you told me that she was stressed. You never told me that she was stressed because of that. Again, that's more manipulation. Why did you not tell me those details?
I honestly, I should have.
You decided intentionally to put your friend in the firing line, right? Rather than you yourself actually going ahead and copyright striking it. Because you weren't concerned about her at all. Why don't you just copyright strike over the content used from your channel? It's racist. Doesn't it reflect on you badly, Noah?
Yes.
What?
Then why didn't you do it yourself?
Well, because her art was there, so I decided to tell her about it.
Yeah, because it's easier
Bro,
to be able to get a
what?
proxy to be able to do it for you rather than copy striking it yourself, right?
That was not my intention or my thought process when I was doing that.
How could it not be your thought process? I'm sorry, dude. This is so ridiculous. Is it like the segment was fine? There's nothing wrong with the segment.
Like when we were in the call,
It's
Noah, you said that
insane.
you agree with what he said.
I unfortunately did not look through the full thing first. I did not realize.
Okay,
that.
wait. So
At least the Django and
Wait.
I would still argue the nerdrotic stuff a little bit, but
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Are you telling me that you didn't even watch that segment?
I did watch it, but I misinterpreted it.
Okay, how? It's like she's coming out and directly saying the ridiculous statements. Like, unless you agreed with it.
Sweet Baby Inc. employee admits goal is burning games industry to the ground. What is this?
A Sweet Baby Inc. presentation resurfaced.
I'm a narrative designer and sensitivity reader with a company called Sweet Baby Inc. Cool, but why am I here?
Just so we're clear, this is a real slide. We want cooler stories, a safer world, burning the game industry to the ground. And then the Sweet Baby employee brings out an easy target, someone who is incapable of writing inclusive stories and thus needs the help of someone like Sweet Baby Inc., one of the greatest filmmakers and storytellers of our time, Quentin Tarantino.
Because in my work, I meet a lot of Tarantinos. As an auteur, Quentin Tarantino feels like someone who grasps after edginess when they don't understand that growth, it also comes from joy. He holds a no pain, no gain kind of mentality that I think is unshakably rooted in white supremacist patriarchal values. A hatred that is obviously rooted in white supremacy. I do think his work needs to be critiqued out of existence. The genre he's chosen with Django is blaxploitation. Arguably, this movie should never have existed because the truth is some stories are not yours to tell.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, it is the most basic, like, tier 1. I'm not even doing tier 2, tier 3 arguments, going into the complex minutia. All I'm doing is showing statements from an employee of this consultation group, which are immediately ridiculous. So it should be extremely easy to comprehend. And then after that, I clearly explain why it's ridiculous. I don't believe there's any offensive language. I am just calmly and reasonably.
Well, yeah, but what about the nerdrotic thing? That specifically is what I'm wondering about.
Wait. You tweeted out about Sweet Baby Inc. That's what you tweeted out.
Well, that was not in regards to the copyright thing, though.
I understand,
trying to
but
link
it's
those
clear
two.
that the Sweet Baby Inc. was why you copyrighted it.
That and the nerdrotic thing, though.
I'm not nerdrotic.
Well, you were defending a supposed joke of his.
Okay, and you think
What's
that that's copyrightable?
What's the joke, Nah?
It was something about like packs of Salems with like black guys or whatever. I don't know. It seemed like Nerdrotic was just being racist there or something.
So you
But you don't
don't
even
even
know-
remember
This
the
video
joke.
was also this video was published.
This joke. Hold on. So this joke was so racist that you felt the dire need on behalf of your friend to send her the video, inform her that it was racist, and then tell her to copy strike it. But you can't even remember the joke now.
Well, yeah, I guess now.
Just so we're clear, you wanted her to copy strike a joke that had nothing to do with her. Like, it wasn't you. It
Well,
wasn't
it was her
edited,
art
so that
on
it was
the
one of her
thumbnail,
characters
though.
making the joke. It was just nerdrotic.
It
A
was her
completely
art
separate person
thumbnail.
that has no connection to her.
You made a stream with Simon responding to this video, and when the joke came up, so the joke was,
He'll often try to stir the pot by just saying straight up racist things, even.
What there wasn't a lot of was men. Not sure what happened to all the dudes in Wakanda. Maybe they went off to get a pack of Salems and never came back. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll keep that one in.
It's a joke. If you're referencing South Park, I'm sure you can handle this without being triggered. In this section, OtterlyNoah tackles the YouTuber
that was it.
and
That was the racism. That was the fabled racism.
I'm
Yeah.
offended. I'm offended. I feel as though this qualifies as a hate crime, honestly.
And so,
You can say
and
that
after,
shit in the
like,
UK and get away with it. I hope that guy's not in Canada.
true. Yeah. No, I felt like cucked by Callisto just a little bit, but like he was just trying to get it accurate. But like, yeah, no, that's what I was trying to get to. He like says this, and then I sent you Dickas if you want to pull that up, because obviously, like, we've all been fucking shocked. Let's see Noah's reaction to seeing this horrific racism.
Of was men. Not sure what happened to all the dudes in Wakanda. Maybe they went off to get a pack of Salems and never came back. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll keep that one in.
Oh, haha, so funny.
joke. If you're referencing South Park, I'm sure you can handle this without.
That was
That was it.
The people that make
Yeah,
South Park aren't racist, dude. What is the
So,
comparison
just-
here? You're trying to compare.
Because it's worth highlighting, I want everyone to consider the argumentation process here. So, Nerdrotic says the joke. Callisto's response is, well, that's a joke, and other people make jokes like that all the time. And then his response to that response is, but they're not racist, though.
Retarded.
It's incredible.
And when you reached out to Deus and you told me that you talked her out of like copy striking my video on you that also has your PNG avatar, was that true? Or was that not true?
I did actually, because she did see that. She was because she found your video. She was considering striking it.
So after you directly went to her and showed her how to copy strike a video based on like false intention, like because you misunderstood a joke, you misattributed racism on your end. Then she went over to me and was attempting to copy strike it.
She was about to do that, and I talked her out of it.
Why? Why did you talk her out of it?
Well, because I mean, at that point, I was, that video, honestly, I wouldn't say is racist. It's the old like Kino plagiarism video. There wasn't anything worth striking in there.
Well, how did she find it? Like, how did she find it?
She just searched up OtterlyNoah on YouTube.
If I DM her right now and ask her, if what you're saying is true, will she verify that?
I will send you a screenshot specifically showing exactly that whole thing. Let me go up and find that exchange.
Okay, Noah.
Okay.
Right. But what I'm asking you is, why would you not want to copy strike that one? Why Callisto's
Because
not
I mean,
that
I
one?
told her not. Like, I personally, I don't think that one's racist.
By your standard, if your PFP is on a thumbnail, that means vicariously your artist stands by what is said in that video. That's your standard that you've laid out there. Does your artist think that you're like a plagiarist? Does your artist stand by all of those criticisms there and everything said about you within?
What's that?
Does your artist want to be associated with this video?
That one? Wait, are you asking like if they want to be associated with that video?
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah.
They do want to be associated with it. Okay, so your artist stands behind wholeheartedly everything that Kunos Flex says in this video.
Wait. Sorry, hang on. What?
The line of logic here, your profile picture being on a thumbnail, you're worried that means that your artist stands behind what is said in that video. So if there's a racist joke, it reflects on her. Does your artist stand behind everything said in this video?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her, honestly.
No. Yeah. The obvious answer is no. Because obviously, it's not your artist co-signing the fucking video because somebody's taken your PFP and included it in the fucking thumbnail. Nobody knows who the fuck this woman is. It doesn't reflect on her at all. You would agree.
Now that you've explained that, I do agree.
No. It's not that now I explain it. It's patently fucking obvious. I don't think that you're just realizing this now. I think that you've known it all along. And this is a gay cope, if I might be so bold.
The only reason people know who the artist is because of the copyright claim. That's like, that is why.
Mm-hmm. That's the only reason people know about this, yes.
So then how would it even make sense to then say that because the PNG is on the thumbnail, that then people would find out versus you directly doing a copy strike on my video because you wanted it taken down?
More to the point as well, when we were talking, which was prior to this copyright strike going out, like it was almost synchronous, were you not consistently asking about is there a chance that this video could get taken down and how you kind of don't want it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so you admit that you did that.
Yes.
Can you see how this is a very convenient timeline, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so you would ask Dickus and Callisto and Kino and me to believe that you, at the time that you and I spoke about possibly having a reconciliation with Callisto, which you, by your own admission, hoped would result in this being taken down, you were also simultaneously battling these inner demons about whether or not you should have it taken down because it's actually racist, and the racism voices prevailed, yeah? But then you still asked me if I could reach out to Kino or if I could, give you access to Kino so you could have a conversation with him to smooth things over with him after the bicker you had on stream, yeah? Can you see how this doesn't make any sense at all?
Hello?
You're free to respond at any time.
Noah?
Yes.
Thoughts?
You know what I think?
I reached... what?
I think that you wanted that video. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
He was just ready. He was just charged up.
Yeah, he was just ready. Yeah, go on. You go on. And then I'll say my piece if need be. But you go ahead now.
Are you having to recharge?
Yes.
I ruined it.
Yeah,
Like,
but no,
I don't know how you can say there's no ill will here. Like, obviously there was, to like the maximum extent, while I was trying to resolve things quietly.
Well, no, there's another question I want to ask you. So I just got a DM from Deus, and she said she showed me a screenshot with my video. You said that you didn't know who I was. Why say that?
Because I would say I did not know you personally.
Okay, that's clearly not how you were responding. Like, you don't know me. You clearly do know me. You knew about the context. Does she not know about like the plagiarism controversy you were in?
I think she does.
Then I just don't get why you wouldn't tell her that you know me. I guess that's just weird. Like, what's the mentality there?
I meant that I do not know you personally. That's what I meant by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, it's still weird, but I don't know. Like,
I'm just saying, like, there's clearly ill will here, and this was a complete breach of like any sense of norm and what we discussed. Because you're kind of acting like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Let me like go. Like, I'll talk to the artist. Like, when it was you, like you weren't upfront like about anything. And now you're like, oh, I didn't like correctly check that part or comprehend it. My bad. Like, it was you. Like, you got upset at the video, which fine. But then you wanted it gone, and then you copyright struck the thing.
Because the really fucking annoying thing through this, okay, because I know that you want to be treated with fucking kid clubs over this shit, but you're like in your fucking 30s or some shit, aren't you? Like, I'm sure KinoFlex can fucking attest to this fact. Well, you look like you are, but anyway, I'm sure KinoFlex can attest to this fact. That I have been fucking screeching and screaming at him for being so fucking bitch-made over this stuff. Not pressing you fucking hard enough and keeping everything private behind the scenes because there's something insanely fucking fishy going on here that's not being brought to the fucking public. You've got this guy over a fucking barrel and you are trying to rape him in private for the last several days now, trying to make sure that any evidence that you send over to KinoFlex can't be sent to me and released publicly. You want it handled behind closed doors because you knew what you were doing was fucked. It was malicious. You didn't like this guy's video talking smack about you. It was a small fucking channel, only released one video in the last year, so you thought you could give him a copyright strike and nobody would give a fuck because this guy's got no fucking connections.
That was not my mindset there, no.
Okay.
I personally just, like I said before, I'm just tired of drama. So that's why I did block a lot of drama channels there on YouTube, on Twitter.
Okay, but Noah, like, you're tired of it after you tried instructing your artist to directly engage in something that would cause drama. And see, that's the problem people have, right? You understand that.
I mean, I don't think that's the problem personally.
That was not my intent doing that.
I don't really care if Noah gets into drama. I think he's like fucking over smaller creators. That's more so the thing, right? Noah's not the victim. Maybe his artist is like tangentially the fucking victim, but Callisto is being like massively fucked over here. Noah, you're saying, for example, okay, that you don't stand by this anymore. Have you not reiterated this standard that it's the artists are totally within their right to be able to send copyright takedowns to people based on thumbnails if they don't like the content and if they don't like how it's being used?
Yeah,
you said the exact same
like,
thing 4 weeks ago, and now KinoFlex says that he wants to bring it to me and have a conversation on stream, and now you've 180'd.
What's that?
Okay, so KinoFlex wants to bring you to me to have a conversation publicly on stream. This is a position that you've held 4 weeks ago and right up until, I don't know, 12 hours ago, and now you've completely changed.
On artists being able to strike thumbnails or something?
Yeah, that they don't want their art to be associated with.
She had no problem. She fully said I was free to use the thumbnail. There was no problem.
She apologized to him. Like, again, we have no beef. We have no beef with her.
The thing that I've heard from several people, presumably based on your description and the position that you forced her into, is that she's a totally insane rogue bitch.
I did not.
Who's doing this stuff
I did not force
without
her
your
into
fucking
that.
say so.
Okay,
I didn't say you forced her into that. I'm saying you put her in that position. I'm saying you put her in that position. Without your message to her, she would have never done that copyright strike. Yeah?
Not only that.
Probably, yeah, because she wouldn't have known about the video, I guess, then.
Okay.
No, not probably. Yeah, she didn't. But wait. She didn't even want to. It was because of you. That's the issue. She has reiteratively said that she would not have done any of this, that she didn't want any of this, and that you did all this. It's because of you that the copyright strike is there.
You showed her how to do it. She wouldn't even know how to do it if it weren't for you showing her how.
And you just like admitted this. Like, why can't you just be upfront and say, you know what? It was I really fucked up here.
I did really fuck up.
Okay. And you're the reason why she got involved in this drama. You put her in the firing line of public discussion.
That was not the intent, but yes, that is what happened.
Well, yeah, it's not the intent to do that, but it's just like, somebody gets fucked along the way. We'll roll the dice on that person. You're supposed to be the content creator. You're supposed to be the one who understands how these things are fucking done. Your artist doesn't have a channel and doesn't want a public presence. Presumably, they trust you to know how to deal with these situations, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're saying that this would be a good idea, and then they go and do it, I don't think you can be the person to try and act as though you're being defensive of them. You've totally thrown them under the bus. Where is this detail come from? That this is a totally crazy, in some people's words, bitch who's going totally
who
rogue
said that?
and is insane over this shit.
Like she is saying that she said that she's being sent messages from all sorts of people because you put a target on her back. Frankly,
you know what? If you want to call me a crazy bitch, do that. Don't call Deus that.
No one is calling her that in this call.
Don't try and act as though you're the one being fucking defensive because you brought her into this fucking position. Okay, the idea floating around people's minds right now because you've lied and said that nothing to do with me, guys. I'm not responsible for this at all. That you've got an artist that is going around randomly copy striking people.
You lied indirectly.
You gave a false impression.
No.
You gave a false impression that you had no responsibility with this, and it was totally her doing this shit, okay? That you were uninvolved with. How do you think that's gonna reflect on her? Do you not think that when Nicholas Diorio posts that tweet asking you, what the fuck are you doing? Why is your artist doing this shit? And then you post underneath, it wasn't me, I'm not involved. What's the message there?
I did not say that at all. I posted Kinoflex's thing.
Yeah, you couldn't even be fucking, you didn't even have the balls to post it yourself. You've reposted Kinoflex underneath saying that you've got nothing to do with it. You're like not involved at all. What's the impression there? That she's doing it on her own, like, with her name right up there.
Noah, I was willing to overlook this, but you also copy and pasted my suggestion to you for over what you should write for your community post. Like what was that? You couldn't even write your own community post.
Well, because honestly, I was worried about messing up wording. I am very bad on wording.
But you just changed one word.
You told me to post that specifically. You told me to post that.
No, I said use your own wording.
No, you didn't. You said you can use your own wording.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait. So if I change the thumbnail, because this logic doesn't make any sense, would you then have just resorted to copy striking the whole video because your PNG is in there as well?
What?
If I had changed the thumbnail and you no longer copy struck thumbnail, would you have then shifted to copy striking the entire video because your PNG appears there multiple times?
No.
So then what's the difference between the thumbnail and the PNG being in the video?
I thought Deus claimed you for that as well, she said. Wait, now I'm confused. What's going on here?
But there's nothing to be confused about.
Shit. Don't act like you're confused.
Like what? You're the one who did this, bro. Oh my God. Like you just said, hey, it's all because of you this has happened. You're the one who did this. You are literally the one who set this up in the most manipulative way. If you really wanted to, you could have done it yourself for some odd reason, even though that would have been. But you went through your artist who nobody knows about, who nobody would have known about. At all, because there's barely any public presence.
Kinoflex has just leaked DMs with me, where he's sending you an idea of what you might want to write on your community
He said
post.
I can word it however I want. He said I should specifically say that.
Please tell me that you've not plagiarized Kinoflex's example in private and then posted it on your fucking public YouTube community post.
But yeah, that's what he told me to do, so I posted that.
No, that's not what I told you to do. Oh my God.
No, hold on. Noah. He didn't tell you to do anything, because we can see the fucking messages. You ask, how should I word my community post, do you think? And then he gives you an example of what you could write, and then says, but you can word it however you want. He didn't tell you to do shit, you asked him for advice.
Like, did you mislead me and then proceed to ask me how I would respond to it in your shoes, despite not giving me the whole story?
That was not what it was, no.
Then what is it? Because that's what it looks like, Noah. I'm just being perfectly honest.
Well, I asked, because I'm bad at wording, so I asked specifically, what should I say? Because I gave you a suggestion before, right? I said...
You're supposed to be a video essayist. What do you mean bad at wording? This doesn't make sense at all. You write scripts to read out and publish online. What do you mean
Well,
you're
not
bad at
entirely,
wording?
right?
You
Because
do
of the
this
previous-
shit for a
You
fucking
said that
living,
you were going
don't
to
you?
change. Like
Hold
you
on.
were not going to
Don't pile on.
plagiarize stuff and come up
Don't
with your
pile
own material.
Holy fuck, man. I do still do that.
Why didn't you do it for this case where it's like really, really
You
important?
literally okay, hang on. Where is this section here?
It's a DM I sent you, and I compared and contrasted it with your community
Because
post.
before, like, right when I've talked to you about this specifically before. Like when I was asking about like talking to Callisto, I said, "Hey, Kino, would this be a good way to word things?"
If you want to read your own DM. Wait, when was this message sent, Kinoflex?
It should have been sent yesterday, I think.
Because I feel like I remember this from the first time we spoke, Noah. Whenever you were pressed, or it could have like a negative implication on you, you have never got any fucking clue when things happened and why.
I mean, if you ask me, like, whatever he wants to say, like, just be upfront and said you wanted the video taken down, and so you tried to get somebody else to do it for you.
Okay, so what I'm looking at here, right? Kinoflex's avatar is covering it up, but specifically, like that part above there says, like, me asking about like how I can like word the community post. I can give you offered a rebuttal to that, and said you should put like when addressing that specifically, I would say. So then I'm like, okay, I should probably say that instead. That's not me plagiarizing. That's me taking a suggestion.
Hold on.
Leak that to me. Leak that to me.
Can you share that first part, Kino? Can you show that?
Okay. Can you send it? This guy's on fucking on his phone right now. Can you screenshot that DM real quick? Because presumably you're reading it, right?
Okay, I sent it over to you, Dickers, without my my profile covering it.
So here we are. Deus Marina. She says, "I'll wait a day. I'll reply. Thinking about how to word it. Thank you for removing my art. You need permission from the artist before using it to promote your work. She's coming to you to ask how to like deal with the drama during it. So you know that she's stressed during this time." That's fine. We can move on.
You told me that she was stressed out about this.
Yeah, that was today.
No, that was like yesterday.
Can you show me that, please?
Show you what? Hold on, Noah. What is different about today that has made her stressed out today? Because all of the drama started popping off, well, yeah, on the 18th, yesterday. So why is she thinking about a public response that she can give if she's not stressed about it? Does that even make sense?
Wait, was it she was like talking about emailing Callisto,
which would presumably be leaked to the public. No? Okay.
What?
Okay.
Why would her emailing?
That's fine. I'm happy conceding that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why her emailing Callisto privately would be leaked to the public.
Yeah, I just said that I was conceding that point. Okay. But you were talking through how to be able to respond when you were talking about it, right? So you're saying, what's different about today, Noah? What's different about today that she wasn't stressed yesterday? Okay, we'll carry on with the fucking reading DMs then. So you said, here is what she said about replying to Callisto. Looks like she will reply. But wait a bit. I imagine because of her being stressed right now. Wait, I didn't even read the second line of the fucking DMs. You're describing it yesterday as being stressed. You're in the screen share, right?
I'm looking at your stream on a different tab.
So you understand that you yourself admit yesterday in the thing we're looking at right now that she is stressed. So when you just tried to claim that she wasn't stressed, that was a lie, right?
Well,
Again, you said this directly to me, Noah.
Wait, hold on. Just let him answer. Noah?
Yes?
That was a lie, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Anyway, this is what she said about replying to Callisto. Looks like she will reply, but wait a bit. I imagine because of her being stressed right now. How should I word my community post, do you think? Maybe like saying, just a heads up, I did not claim Callisto's video on me, as both Kinoflex and Callisto have stated before themselves. We've talked in private and resolved things. I'm looking forward to speaking with Kino on my stream about 80s sci-fi movies. So the response that you were even thinking about fucking posting relied on both of those guys giving a statement that you knew was misrepresentative of the truth, right? You might not have been the guy to actually file it yourself, but without you, it doesn't happen, right? You made that strike happen.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then he posts whatever underneath. What's this supposed to prove, sorry? Why did we need to see your response before? You were asking him for advice on how to word your community post, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't what he told you to do. You asked him for advice.
Yeah. Wait, no, huh?
Okay.
No, that's what he said specifically to say there.
Okay. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Well, that's what I read it as.
Okay, well, like, regardless of a community post, like, I'm just, like, the idea that you would do such a thing, like, I don't understand. Like we do responses on like videos all the time. Like you can't just copyright strike shit you don't like.
When people on like the right or like the conservative side of the media critique like community, when they respond to you, if they say something you particularly don't like, are you going to copyright strike them?
No.
Interesting.
Well, okay, I guess.
Well, no, wait, Dickers and Callisto.
Like we even looked at that video already in one of my streams.
He's going to get his artist to do it.
Yeah, he's going to get his artist to do it. Exactly. Yeah. He's not going to do it directly. He's going to get someone else to do it.
Did you tell Wargaming Dad that you're going to what the fuck? Hold on. Can you leak your DMs with Wargaming Dad for me? Because I remember he came on earlier, actually, to defend you, and said that, hey, Noah doesn't know anything about the situation, sounds like a crazy artist. In fact, he's thinking about changing his profile picture. He's thinking about changing his profile picture so that she can't do this in the future. Did you give Wargaming Dad the impression that this girl was totally crazy and doing it on her own accord?
No!
Did you fess up?
That
and
was
say,
not
like,
my
oh,
intent.
Yeah, well, it was me. Really? You didn't have the intent to lie and say that maybe, for example, she doesn't understand how the copyright system works.
What?
Wargaming Dad says, I will say here, this girl is wrong. Even though it's her art, people using that art in a thumbnail to make a video about you does not go against copyright. You say, I agree. I think she does not understand fair use.
What?
Wargaming Dad says most don't. I don't like the conclusion, but if all the parties are happy, then it's settled.
Well, this is just an update. Deus is DMing me right now, and she said, he told me he never sent any of my DMs to me, Kinoflex. I asked him to swear on it. You sent her DMs over to me despite telling her that you didn't. So you just lied to her.
What was this?
Right now, like when we went over my screenshots, like we saw one of her messages, one of her DMs to you that you sent to me. Like, do you not remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. I did. Yeah.
So going back to these DMs, you've had a bit of time to think about it now. Were you lying to be able to obfuscate responsibility over to her by saying that she doesn't understand fair use and try and pretend that it's all up to her and she's some crazy bitch who's doing this all of her own accord?
I was not. No. Who called her a crazy bitch?
Okay.
People have
if you use that, he's not going to understand what you're saying. Just forget that.
The exact wording doesn't matter, but that is the way that you're fucking painting that girl. You understand? Who is again doing this on your behest.
Yes, that is how it seems to be. Yes, that is how it was painted there.
Okay, so when you're earlier saying to Wargaming Dad that she doesn't understand fair use, you're the one who doesn't understand fair use, right? I mean, why would you say that? What's the motivation there? Why are you saying that about her? I
don't know.
What? You're being pressed by Wargaming Dad. I don't want to shit talk the guy, okay? He was on earlier. We've spoken before. He's a nice guy. He gets 5 viewers. And even under that pressure, you're fucking lying to be able to fucking put all the responsibility on her. Why? What's the motivation?
I don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I guess.
Well, what do you think is the right thing to do here?
Well, don't ask Dickers, ask Callisto. He's the person who was wronged here.
Yeah, Callisto, what do you think is the right thing to do here?
I mean, you just need to fess up. You just need to say, I didn't like your video. I hated it for whatever reason. I either am like some sort of YouTuber response video who didn't understand the section that I thought was actually racist when confronted 2 seconds in realized that it wasn't. And then I just found a BS excuse to try to take down your video, and then I tried to manipulate my artist to do it.
Okay.
So basically just be honest, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would say yes. I was the one who sent Deus the copyright stuff, the link, and that is how Callisto's video was taken down. I wouldn't even say I'd dislike your video. I think it's just like
you said it was racist.
You're telling me to delete it, bro.
I dislike your video. I dislike your video because the racism, but also I think there's some. Yeah, I dislike your video. I'll dislike your video.
Okay, so you dislike the video, so you want it taken down? Like, what is this? And then you lie to me to my face? Like, just so you understand, okay? I was trying to move past this super quickly. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna fix whatever the hell's going on with this thumbnail. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna take a break from YouTube. Whatever. That was my plan. Okay, that's what I was doing. And because of the leak, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I should maybe reach out on this. Even though you reached out to me before, I didn't want to talk because of what you said. I was doubling down on something when I issued a retraction. So I didn't want anything to do with you. To be very blunt. And then when I'm saying, hey, just so you know, I'm not making this claim that you're the originator of it, then you say, yeah, thanks, I understand. Kino's making a post, maybe you could as well. Like, you're doing all this, you're just lying to me while you're the one trying to get, like, fuck me over.
It wasn't my intent to fuck you over.
What do you mean it wasn't your intent?
What was the intent?
Of course
then?
it was.
What was the intent then?
It happened regardless. That's what matters.
No, the action didn't happen regardless of your intent. It's not like an act of fucking God. It's not a tornado. You, like, made this happen. You accepted this earlier.
Yes.
It's not irregardless of intent. What was your intent behind that?
I don't know, honestly.
You do know, Noah. Come on.
Yes, it was to get the video taken down because I thought it was racist.
Here's the thing, Noah, okay? Because what you're saying right now, if you don't know what your intent was, are you saying that you will randomly tell your artist to take down people's videos? Just randomly, for no reason at all? Any channel who is currently talking about you and using your profile picture, they can expect to get a fucking copyright strike.
No.
Okay, so then what's the motivation? If you're so confident that it's not
because
totally
I thought the video was racist.
Okay, even wait, I went out of my way to agree with you on like multiple occasions, right? Throughout that video.
I was surprised about that too, because yeah, that's why I don't really view the video as much as like a takedown of me. It's just certain other things.
Then what are you doing, right? I'm like, if I'm agreeing with you at certain points when you're pointing out something ridiculous, I'm like, yes, I agree with you. And then now you're still trying to copyright, take down the video, and say it was racist.
I thought it was racist, and I didn't want to see Deus's art associated with that. That's my big thing.
You're just like totally lying again. You didn't think that the video was agreeing with you. The title of the video is "Anti-Woke Criticism is Fine." Debunking.
No,
OtterlyNoah.
I did watch the video. He does agree with me on many points. A big one is when he talks about Endymion there, and he's like agreeing with me about like Endymion's complaint about April O'Neil.
He might have one or two aspects of agreement with you, but it's totally irrelevant because the swathe of the video is to debunk you and disagree with you. And he even includes a little bit at the end about your plagiarism. That didn't factor into it at all?
No, because everyone has already moved past that from what I've seen.
They haven't. Shit like that stays around for a very long time, but regardless.
Are you gonna make like some sort of like YouTube apology for this?
Well, I don't know what I can do at this point.
Well, no, I'm just curious what... No, go on.
You have to admit to what you did. You have to like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Beyond crazy. Like listen, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't, obviously because of my video and my response to you, I didn't think you were up to snuff, to be blunt. But this is even lower than I could have possibly imagined. But I would never think that you would copy strike the video.
Noah, making a follow-up to your video moving forward isn't going to cut it this time. Like, you need to do something more.
That's what I mean. I don't know what I can do.
So, I mean, I'll spell it out, the kind of predicament that you're in, okay? If that's going to make it, like, a little bit easier. You seemingly know, given your DMs with Wargaming Dad, that it was not fair use, okay? And so you're admitting right there to abusing the copyright system to be able to take down a video that you personally don't like because it mentions you and has your PFP in the thumbnail. The last time you had a plagiarism drama, your community was like largely behind you, and it was other creator connections that were damaged by that, okay? Somehow, you got Anthony Gramigula to say that he was going to like co-sign your videos for a short period of time. I don't fucking know how, but anyway, that was the fucking lifeline. Now, you're throwing members of your community under the fucking bus and using them as pawns to be able to fuck over creators who make videos that you don't like about you. Now you're betraying them. So, you've damaged your content creator relationships. Other people might not react and engage with your content anymore because they're terrified that you're going to give them a copyright strike. And be honest, it's really not worth the fucking risk to engage with you. And now your community's being thrown under the bus as well. So, that's the predicament that you're in. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do.